I joined the Cub Scouts with my best friend, Lyle Favorite. And I went home and I asked my parents if I could join the Cub Scouts. And my mom was very encouraging me to join. We went through the Cub Scout program, my mom and me, and she was my den leader. And everyone in our den ended up joining the Boy Scouts. I went to summer camp at Camp Lakota with my dad, and my dad was my mentor through the Boy Scouts. He helped me achieve the Eagle Scout. On my journey in the scouting program, I met the rifle range director at Camp Lakota, was Roger Freeze at the time. After my second year at camp, I was eligible for the Order of the Arrow because I was a first-class scout. So then when I got tapped out for the OA, which I got tapped out with my best buddy, Lyle Favorite, at the age of 14. And Roger Freeze guided me through the OA, and he was the one that I got to have my brotherhood with. He took me through the brotherhood. And that was the second rank of the OA. And then went 10 years, I got to be the highest of the OA is the Vigil Honor. And Roger Freeze and my dad was standing there when my brother tapped me out for the Vigil. My brother Bob, 2 years underneath me, studying me in the scouting program. And he got to go farther than I did in the OA and become the national chief of the OA. But then I got to guide my little brother that became the lodge chief of the OA at that time, and also get him become an Eagle Scout. My dad was very proud of us because all three of his boys were Eagle Scouts, and my mother was too. Got a phone call with my girlfriend and her daughter, and I got a phone call from Roger Freeze, which is my mentor now since my dad died, and he told me I was getting the Silver Beaver. I had him on speakerphone. He said to Wendy, my girlfriend, "Why is he crying?" And I said, because it was so emotional hearing it from him. So that was my reaction when they called me that I was getting the Silver Beaver. I have sat at a lot of recognition dinners and watched a lot of people get their Silver Beaver, a lot of people that I've worked with. But the biggest one was when I was a kid to see my dad become the Silver Beaver. I was crying that night when he got it because I was so proud of him. It was always back in my mind, I wish I could get it someday, and I am. Well, the message that I would leave, and I want to leave, is scouting to make you from a boy to a man, and teaching every kid that comes in the importance of scouting. With me being the rifle range director now at Camp Lakota, every kid that comes into my range, I want them to know the rules, the importance of handling a gun and doing it the best you can. And in my role at Camp Lakota, I have also became a scoutmaster in Defiance, Ohio at Troop 70. And I've had 5 kids that are 13, almost 14 years old, and they are first-class scouts, and they come down to the range so they can be taught by me. Kids are coming to camp, and scouting helps them to guide them to be an Eagle. And they all look at me because I'm an Eagle Scout, and they look up at me to teach them the right way and the guidance to become an Eagle. Being an Eagle Scout is also once an Eagle, always an Eagle, but you have to walk, talk, and be honest for the program. And I live and talk the 12 laws of scouting, and that's what young kids need today.